of Evesham yet?
No, Offanem.
Oh, Offanem.
Evesham's not far though.
Okay. We're in book 2 of the Nicholson's guides. These are the map books we use to navigate while we're cruising. And in this episode, we're heading south on the River Avon from Offanem to Evesham, mooring at Workman Gardens for the night, then continuing our journey over the page and cruising through a few more locks onto the beautiful town of Pershore, one of our favourite places that we stopped on the River Avon.
If I had a boat, I would sail out, take every brother and sister of mine. We'd roll in the sunshine and sleep when it's dark, hoping to find somewhere we can calm.
Pete's just turned our engine off so we can pretend that we're an electric boat.
More environmentally friendly than an electric boat at the moment.
Is that your demonstration over?
Yeah, demonstration done, yeah.
So there must be, but normally they're marked with the blue, aren't they?
Yeah.
If they're public moorings. I think they're building some sort of footpath over there, looks like.
Yeah, it looks like they're building a deck. Hello!
Hello! They were shouting hello to you, Poppy, weren't they? Those children over there. This is Evesham Marina just ahead of us here. Going under the railway now. And there's warning there. Unprotected weir ahead.
Top and bottom of the lock, according to the book.
That wide beam's very similar colour to us, isn't it? Trying to figure out where the public moorings are here as we're approaching the lock. Look, those geese are racing us. waiting mooring, high cross current towards the lock, tide stern of boat first. So Pete's just pulling over to here to let me get off and go and set the lock. There's the lock just there. This is a bit of a funny feeling, isn't it?
Yeah.
Going straight towards that
Yeah.
weir, the other side of this pontoon.
Going up to the edge of a weir. I don't like it at all.
It's not going to be the easiest lock to get into because it's a sharp left turn. And there's a current as well. So we'll see how this goes. When we're heading for new places, we try and do a bit of research before we get there. On Narrowboat Facebook groups, looking for opinions on safe places to moor in towns. And we'd read some not very favourable things about Evesham. But we've also learnt to go with our gut as well as to what feels safe and what doesn't. There's moorings like on the left and right, but I can't tell whether they're public or not. It's hard to tell.
It looks like a park or something, so I think that's all public.
They're all private moorings there on the right. These look like public moorings on the left here.
I think we're going in front of these boats here. Yeah.
Okay. They're pulling in front of this boat just here. See? You're quite agile for 15, aren't you, boy? Trip boat run by volunteers for the Avon Navigation Trust. Being restored. removed from the Town Hall jailhouse in the 1920s. We got up early on a Sunday morning to leave, hoping for beautiful weather. It's a bit grey and murky. The only other people up are the rowing club opposite us. Oh, and Mr. Swan here. It's very interesting watching the coordination of everybody to get the largest boat into the water. We think this has probably got 8 rowers in it. Pop, are you ready to cruise, Papa? We're going early this morning.
Always ready, aren't you, Pop?
I think your brother's still asleep.
He's not bothered.
Yeah, still asleep. Are we off?
Sorry?
Are we off?
We're off. What time is it? We're early for us.
10 to 8.
10 to 8 on a Sunday morning. It's supposed to be a beautiful Sunday morning. It's going to come. The sun's trying. We're going to have a cruise from Evesham to Pershore. All being well. So hopefully we'll find a nice mooring at Pershore.
Of space then. So we're at the ones at Workman Gardens.
This would have been a better place actually.
Yes, this would have been better actually. We'd have gone a little bit further. So the sign there says overnight mooring for 24 hours. I think where we were was 48 hours, wasn't it?
Yeah, it wasn't flood safe. This is flood safe. We didn't experience any problems, did we?
No.
Nobody on the boat roof?
Nothing. Heard a few sort of not great things about mooring in Evesham, but it's been absolutely fine, hasn't it?
Yeah.
I think that may have been like a while ago, like a few years ago, but from what I was reading,
they've done a lot to clean up the gardens there, haven't they?
Yeah.
Control the gardens, and I think there was a drug issue in the past, which they seem to have dealt with. Drug and drinking issue.
But we didn't see any of that at all, did we?
No.
And it was a Saturday night, wasn't it? So
yeah, absolutely, yeah.
We'd recommend staying there anyway.
Yeah.
Don't not stop in Evesham because of a few stories that you may have heard.
No.
fly, aren't they? Morning. Hamish has decided he's going to put himself back to bed. He normally wakes up when we start cruising, but it's early. It's very early for him. On the left there, so the lock is the first left. There's a boat waiting to come up, so they were just open the gates for us to come in. This is Chadbury Lock here. You can see the weir just through there.
Good morning.
You've woken up, boy. Let's get your life jacket and you can throw it here. Get your bed. There you go, boy. All ready. No, you're just going to go behind.
Yeah,
he's going to go behind your feet and just get in the way, isn't he?
Yeah.
Of course you are, Hamish. That's his favourite spot, though. Taken over by an anchor. That's the last of the salted honey now. Thank you, salted bees. Cracombe Turn. It's lovely. It's quite a lot of road noise though. What's that road going past? What did you say? A canoeing centre?
There's a canoeing centre. I think we need to keep to the left because it warns of canoeists darting all over the river. So that's going to be coming up soon.
Guide said that there is a canoe centre under the bridge, and just to be wary of canoeists. There's the canoe club, but it doesn't look like there's anybody actually up and out in them yet.
Terriers get up much later on a Sunday than rowers.
Definitely. Those rowers were going at 7 a.m, weren't
Oh yeah, yeah.
they? These are lovely moorings, aren't they? Here's the next lock here. We've got some helpers at this lock that are on holiday here. And very, very willing helpers they are too. Pete's using the bow thruster to move away. It's a bit like having power steering on a car. There's nice new steps at this lock. So that was great to have all that help there. It's always lovely to meet kids out on holiday and their families, and they want to know all about living on the boat and want to help with the lock gates. It's perfect. It's a win-win situation because we're so grateful for the help as well. See the weir over there. When's the next lock?
Oh, it's a good way. In fact, it's going to be Wire Lock, I think, which is just on the outskirts of Pershore.
Okay.
It's quite a good way, that. I think there's an else on there too, so you can have a go at doing a cassette if you like.
Oh yes, I'd like to do that.
Since I did it yesterday.
And every other day. I did it once. I remember doing it once. The navigational notes said this is Jubilee Bridge with a blind approach, and it's right. It's just round the bend and you can't see.
That's like every other bridge on a canal though.
Yes it is, that's right.
On the river it's quite special.
It's just so much easier cruising on the rivers. There's so much space, so if you do meet a boat coming the other way by a bridge, it's easy. Look, there's space for probably 4 boats to get under all at the same time. Too many boats moving this morning. Perhaps we were up and out way too early for everybody else. I think everyone else was up too early as well.
Sorry? Thank you.
That boat had a good name. Nout Better it was called. She said there was another boat not far behind her, which is, oh there it is now. Just sounded our horn so they knew we were here. That's another nice looking boat. Oh, Last Hurrah, we've seen that boat before, haven't we? fly, or is he just going to keep standing like a statue?
That's unusual that he didn't fly.
This is Wire Piddle coming up ahead of us. Quite an unusual name. We just looked at the map, and this area on the left here is known as Tiddlewiddle Island. Another unusual sounding name.
Yeah.
Wire Piddle and Tiddlewiddle Island.
Couldn't make it up, could you?
Couldn't make it up. More lovely places. Back onto the river. This one's for sale. Piddler's Progress. There, look. This is the diamond-shaped lock that we've heard people talk about. We'll see if this is any harder than the regular shaped locks. To close the other gate. Risk of catching on lock side, keep boat clear. Just need to be mindful of that when we're doing the lock. There's another warning there about the hydro station. Another boater warned us about this actually and said there's a real strong current to avoid. Gates are really, really heavy to open. I wonder why that's diamond shaped. I'm sure there's a reason.
Something to do with it being a short drop. It's not very high, is it? And needing a certain volume of water, I think. I'm entirely sure, because those are the south locks on there.
More corners and then we'll be in Pershore. Scan here for the Pershore Civic Society's interactive town walk map. Just across the field here is an Asda, so it's very handy to have a supermarket so close. The oldest pub in Pershore, apparently. Pershore Abbey has a very long and varied history, spanning 1,000 years. It survived fires, storms, an earthquake, and even the dissolution of the monasteries by Henry VIII. Remodelling over the years has formed a real mix of architectural styles, from Norman, Early English, Decorated Gothic and Victorian architecture. Good boy. I don't have anything. Puppy! Come on. Crazy girl, aren't you? join us next time as we end our journey on the River Avon in Tewkesbury and head out onto the River Severn, the longest river in Great Britain. Thank you so much to everybody that supports our channel through Buy Me a Coffee and YouTube Super Thanks. And as always, thank you to all of our viewers. If you've enjoyed this video, hit the thumbs up and give us a like, and leave us a comment and tell us what you thought.
I need you on my fire. I want you to know that every time you're away, I long for you so much I can find my way. We got everything here, at least to stay alive, and the time that we share makes it all worthwhile. Got this place on our own. Do you feel that we got something strong? And I saw you walking the line, and the truth may come as a surprise that with you I